Our children were indeed something to fear. They had turned into little monsters. But who was to blame? All the experts had an answer.
Angry, heavy metal subculture. Where were the parents?
Violent movies,
South Park,
video games,
television, entertainment, Satan, cartoons, society,
toy guns,
shock rocker, Marilyn Manson.
On April 16, 2007, in Blacksburg, Virginia, Sung Hee Cho, a senior at Virginia Tech, killed 32 people, wounded 17 others in 2 attacks which were 2 hours apart, and then took his own life.
On July 20th, 2012, in Aurora, Colorado, James Holmes walked into a movie theater with multiple guns. He murdered 12 people and injured 70 others after dropping tear gas.
On December 14, 2012, in Newtown, Connecticut, Adam Lanza murdered his mother, 20 children, and 6 adults before taking his own life.
On September 16, 2013, in Washington, D.C., Aaron Alexis, armed with a shotgun, murdered 12 people and injured 3 others. On April 20, 1999, in Littleton, Colorado, 2 high school seniors, Eric Harris and Dylan Kelbolt, attacked Columbine High School with guns, knives, and bombs. They killed a teacher, 12 students, and injured 21 others, along with killing themselves shortly after.
After Columbine, it seemed that the entire focus on why the shootings occurred was because the killers listened to Marilyn Manson. 2 years after Columbine, Manson finally returned to Denver.
The Ozfest at Mile High Stadium brings shock rocker Marilyn Manson to Denver tomorrow.
There were protests from the religious right. But I thought I'd go and talk with him myself.
When I was a kid growing up, music was the escape. That's the only thing that had no judgments. You know, you put on a record and it's not going to yell at you for dressing the way you do. It's going to make you feel better about it.
Mm-hmm. Some will be so brash to ask if we believe that all who hear Manson tomorrow night will go out and commit violent acts. The answer is no. But does everybody who watches a Lexus ad go and buy a Lexus? No. But a few do.
I definitely can see why they would pick me, because I think it's easy to throw my face on a TV, because I'm, in the end, sort of a poster boy for fear, because I represent what everyone's afraid of, because I do and say what I want.
Marilyn Manson can walk into our town and promote hate, violence, suicide, death, drug use, and Columbine-like behavior. I can say, not without a fight you can't.
The 2 byproducts of that whole tragedy were violence and entertainment and gun control. And how perfect that was the 2 things that we were going to talk about with the upcoming election. And also then we forgot about Monica Lewinsky. We forgot about the president was shooting bombs overseas, yet I'm a bad guy because I've sang some rock and roll songs.
Many people blame video games for some of the shootings in America. Approximately 72% of American households play video games. Also, the average age for a player is 37 years old, who has been playing for an average of 12 years. In 2010, Video games rated E to T made up 76% of the sales. For those who do not know, the E rating is related to the movie G rating. The E stands for everyone, meaning it suits anyone's age. Many of the games blamed are rated mature, or M. Mature games are much more violent and have much more language and blood. However, 91% of the time a game is bought, a parent is with the child. This proves the point that the parents are consenting on the child playing the game, no matter how violent.
The violence in movies are also to blame for the violent acts such as Columbine. CNN stated that 94% of the most popular movies since 1985 contain at least one violent scene, and half of those involved a gun. Nielsen's 2012 American Movie-Going Report stated the average American sees 7 movies in the theaters every year. Nearly half Americans blame the failing mental health system rather than the national gun law. 48% said the mental health systems deserve a great deal of blame for the mass shootings. 40% blame easy access to guns, 37% blame drugs, 32% blame violent entertainment, and 29% blame extremist views on the internet. Earlier this year, President Obama ordered the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to assess existing research on gun violence and recommend future studies. According to these reports, the U.S. rate of firearm-related homicide is higher than that of any other industrialized country. Overall crime rates have been declined in the past 5 years, including homicide specifically. Gun suicide is a bigger killer than gun homicides. Guns are more effectively used today for defense.
Over the years, many people have looked to violence as a reason for mass shootings in history. A great example of this is Columbine. Many look to things such as music as the instigator of this shooting. Americans used to think that when there was a mass shooting, the media was the root cause, and the rest of America would become killers because of it. These violent acts and aggressive behaviors in society are often blamed because of media, but there is not enough evidence to prove this to be true. Because of this, another question comes to mind. Is there anything that actually creates violence in our society?